Tier 100 skins are often the make or break skin in any battle pass, and at least for myself, they determine how much I'm going to grind the season just to get the best skin in the entire battle pass, or the worst skin. And that's what we're going to look at today, guys. We are going to go over some of the worst Tier 100 skins of all time, just those skins that were not worth the grind at all, and they honestly probably would have fit in a Tier 30 or Tier 50 skin slot. These are just some of those skins that when you turned on the game for the first time in the new season, you looked at the battle pass and you just what is this? If you go on to enjoy this video, be sure to drop me a like. Use code TYFRYZ in the Fortnite item shop if you'd like to support the work that I do here on YouTube. And let's just get right into this. I got some good takes here. And I'm coming out hot right out of the gates, guys. That is going to be Lux from Season 8. Alright, I won't say that this is the worst Tier 100 skin of all time, but it certainly is one of the most disappointing. I mean, think about it. Up to this point in Fortnite history, we had never really had a bad Tier 100 skin. I mean, I guess you could consider Dire one of the weaker Tier 100 skins for sure, but I mean, think about it. We had Black Knight, if you want to consider that Tier 100, the Reaper or John Wick, Omega, Ragnarok, Dire, Ice King. I mean, that's a pretty good lineup of Tier 100 skins, and then we got this. The thing that actually bothered me the most is everybody knew that Blackheart should have just been the Tier 100 skin this season. If you don't remember, Blackheart was like the ghost pirate with all the crazy like upgrades. I still just don't understand to this day why they didn't make him the Tier 100, because Lux would have fit so much better as a Tier 1 skin than a Tier 100 skin. There are just such high expectations for a Tier 100 skin that if you are not a top tier skin, you're just gonna fall to the bottom. And I genuinely remember waking up on release day, checking the battle pass of Season 8, and I couldn't believe that this was the Tier 100 skin. Like, I was going on Reddit, I was like, are you serious? This is actually the Tier 100 skin. It was so bad. And I have to preface that I don't actually think Lux is a bad skin, just as a Tier 100 skin, it's bad, if that makes sense. I think it very loosely fits in with the kind of pirate theme that season. Her upgradable abilities just change the color of her outfit from like red to silver to gold, right? So nothing much there. And yeah, I was just really disappointed with the skin, and I know a ton of other people were as well. And let's just jump forward to the next season, Season 9, and let's talk about Vendetta. And I was really hoping after Season 8 with, of course, Lux, a bad Tier 100 skin, that we were going to get a great one in Season 9. I mean, the theming was all there, a futuristic themed season. How could you go wrong with this? I mean, what even is Vendetta? What is this? Here's what I will say. Once you get it fully upgraded with all the colors and the mask and everything, he becomes a decent looking skin. But man, I mean, his base form is actually the worst Tier 100 skin we've ever got. It literally looks like a green uncommon skin that I would not even pay 800 V-Bucks for. I apologize to any Vendetta fans out there because I'm absolutely ripping into your boy right now. But I mean, look at this skin. You can't tell me that this gives off Tier 100 vibes. I mean, this literally looks like Zenith from Season 7 as a Tier 1 skin. Again, once you get it fully upgraded, get the mask on, I think it's actually a decent looking skin, but even his fully upgraded form to me is not a top tier Tier 100 at all. And in fact, I actually think it's the opposite and one of the worst. And I mean, here we go. Epic Games was just absolutely on a roll in Season 8, 9, and 10, or Season X, and that's the Ultima Knight from Season X. And hear me out on this one, because I think this is going to be kind of a controversial take. I think a lot of people enjoy this skin, but specifically the people who were not able to unlock Black Knight from Season 2. Ultima Knight is essentially just a reskinned Black Knight, and that left kind of a weird taste in my mouth. Look, I understand what they were trying to do with the battle pass here. They were trying to like remake the old skins and put it as its own entire new battle pass, but I really don't like that as the Tier 100 skin. I think they did it perfectly in Season OG with combining two skins, and like, while Omega Rock does feel familiar, I think it feels different enough, and also it wasn't a crazy grind to get that. But to grind all the way to Tier 100 just to get essentially a reskinned and in my opinion worse version of Black Knight was not that rewarding. But again, if you didn't get the Black Knight, I can understand why you would really like the Ultima Knight. He is a cool looking skin. But I think they did even a better job in Chapter 2 Season 3 with the Eternal Knight, and so the Ultima Knight, out of all the knights we've had in the battle pass, I think falls to the bottom. I really don't like the bulkiness of this skin. I don't think a lot of players like playing as super big bulky skins, and you'll see that with another skin on this list. While this may be kind of a harsh placing for this skin, I do think, in my opinion, it falls falls to the bottom as one of the worst. Definitely 100% better than Lux and Vendetta, don't get that twisted. And you know how I mentioned big bulky skins and how I don't like them? Let's go all the way forward to Chapter 4 Season 3 and talk about Optimus Prime. And I'm going to get ripped in the comment section for me, so I'm ready for it, I promise you. Optimus Prime is not a good tier 100 skin. I really dislike tier 100 skins that don't fit with the theme of the season, and we saw that with Vendetta and even Lux to an extent. I think this skin would have been perfect as a secret skin for a season, somewhat similar to how they did Aquaman, for example, or even Magneto from this season, right? But man, I feel like they were doing him dirty by putting him as the tier 100 skin. I don't think he stacks up well. Look, I love the Transformers IP more than the next guy, right? Great movies, 100% part of my childhood, but I don't like the skin that much. I don't think it's anything crazy. It's way too big. I mean, he's huge and bulky. It's like, go try and play with this thing and see if you can hit any shots with it. He takes up so much room on your screen. I hate to put Optimus Prime here because I love him as a character so much, but I gotta do what I gotta do. Next, let's go back in time a little bit, 2 chapters to Chapter 2 Season 1 and talk about Fusion. You know, I have ranked tier 100 skins several times on my TikTok. If you don't follow me there, go follow me over there real quick. Then come back to this video, of course. And every time I seem to rank Fusion badly, there is a little group of people in the comment section who absolutely rip me for it and love Fusion. Here's what I will say. I don't think that he is terrible. He is a decent looking skin. Just feels like a completely forgettable tier 100 skin. I don't know how else to explain it. He just feels forgettable. Absolutely zero relation to anything storyline wise, which you can see is a big thing for me because all of these skins previously, or at least the majority of them, have not been related to any part of the storyline. And it's just a plain looking skin. I don't have anything else to say. It's just plain looking. I will say I think his white and gold version is the best looking version. I think that looks really solid, and I think he looks even worse when you put him up against the other Chapter 2 tier 100s such as Midas, Iron Man, Rick Sanchez. I mean, the Fusion doesn't even stand up anywhere close to those skins. I don't necessarily think it's a bad skin, but it doesn't do anything well enough to push me over the limit to put it in the even mid tier of skins, and for that, it kind of stays at the bottom. And finally, we gotta talk about Doctor Strange from Chapter 3 Season 2. And I can't necessarily say that it is his fault. He is actually not a terribly looking skin. I like his edit styles, and Doctor Strange is a pretty cool character. And the reason why I say that it wasn't his fault is just I was burnt out from collab tier 100 skins. I mean, Chapter 3 Season 2 was Doctor Strange. Chapter 3 Season 1, I believe, was Spider-Gwen. Chapter 2 Season 8 was Carnage. Chapter 2 Season 7 was Rick Sanchez. Like, I just wanted an original tier 100 skin, and we didn't get it here. And I really didn't like that, and I didn't think Doctor Strange was the best collab that they could have done here as a tier 100 skin. Again, don't get me wrong, Doctor Strange is a really cool character, and to my knowledge, an integral part in the whole Marvel universe, but I think they could have done better. I'll be honest with you, I don't know if I'm just getting into bot lobbies or something, but I don't think I've ever seen anybody run this Doctor Strange skin. Again, I have to clarify, it's really not his fault. I think he's better looking than some of the skins on this list, especially Vendetta and Lux, but unfortunately, I think he just got the short end of the stick here. So for all you Doctor Strange lovers out there, don't take this one too harshly, but yeah, I mean, all things considered, I do think it is one of the worst tier 100s. And finally, you knew if I was going to get the chance to absolutely decimate Chapter 2 Season 6, I was going to take it. We gotta talk about the Spire Assassin. Look, all anti-bias aside towards Chapter 2 Season 6, the Spire Assassin is not a great skin. I will start off by saying it's not terrible, but my biggest gripe about it is that it only has one edit style, and that is just taking off the mask. The super styles are different, and as every single skin in the Battle Pass has the same super styles, I can't consider that an edit style really for the base tier 100 skin, if that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm trying to keep my Chapter 2 Season 6 hate aside here because I actually do think it's a decent looking skin. I just hate that mask. That mask with the things on the corner popping up straight in your face with like the kind of flaming stuff in the back, like it just totally obscures your view. And I understand, look, that's the reason why they gave you the option to take the mask off, but let's be honest, we have seen so many better original tier 100 skins, and the Spire Assassin just falls to the bottom of my list. Alright, I hope I didn't ruffle too many feathers by making this video, but that's it. That is my list for some of Fortnite's worst tier 100 skins of all time. Please do let me know in the comment section, what do you think I missed here? What is your favorite tier 100 skin? What is your least favorite tier 100 skin? I want to see all the opinions. And let me know if you'd want me to make a list of the best tier 100 skins skins. Of course, these lists are totally my opinion and absolutely not factual whatsoever, so take that with a grain of salt. But of course, I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.